Thursday. It is the first day at Magic Kingdom when you don't have to wear a mask indoors. And we just came here with Tiger. Here's Tiger. There's Tiger right there. And we're going to see if we can see some important people here today. And go on a few rides. If I can get this gimbal to work. Go on a few rides and have a little bit of fun and then take Tiger to school. So maybe we'll be here. How you doing, Kyle? I appreciate the subscribe the other day when we were at the State Fair. We hope Tiger gets a ton of subscribers. We were originally going to be at the State Fair today, but I think we got hit with State Fair food revenge. And so we were knocked out Monday and Tuesday. And we just decided to stay home for the rest of the week. But we'll be back at the State Fair on Saturday. And see how we can get through here. I expect to see a lot of the Disney bloggers here today. That's kind of what we're hoping for. See Kyle, Paolo, Jojo, Jackie from Super Enthused. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oops. We'll walk right here to the front of the castle. There we go. Normally when we're here we use DAS. However, I cannot use DAS and live stream at the same time. So I think we're just going to walk on a few rides, and hopefully, since it's in the morning, lines will not be long. When I've done this before, I think we booked DAS for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and walked on the rest. So I think we're going to be in good shape. And we're still relatively new to the live stream, so if I don't catch every comment, I apologize. I'm trying to. You learn a lot when you start live streaming and filming at the parks. You have a lot of respect for the guys who do this for a living. You got to keep track of everything. You can't be running people over. Let me see. Well, basically, when you get here, you just look for somebody who looks like you. It's carrying a camera on a gimbal. This took off the base. And I don't see anybody here right now. We're just looking at people. There we go. All right, we got somebody else here. If you guys see anybody famous, let me know. I thought for sure Nate would be here. PC Dev, I thought they would be here. We met the carpetbagger at the State Fair on Thursday last week, and he did a really long spot. If you haven't checked out the carpetbagger, look at his video from the State Fair and watch Tiger. He was really patient with Tiger. I mean, I can't stress how patient he was. All right, we're going to be going towards the sun. I don't want to do that. We found out when we filmed over at Epcot that in the morning you do not want to go right. Seems counterintuitive to walk on the right side, which would be away from the sun, but if you get over to the left side, the buildings will give you shade from the early morning sun. So if you can't tell, it rained this morning. I didn't notice any rain outside our house, but when I got to Disney World, there was a lot of water around. There's a lot of clouds up in the sky. But I think it's supposed to be, Tiger, come here. I think it's supposed to be like 85 today. Tiger, are you excited? Yes? What ride do you want to go on? Tiger, what ride? Haunted Mountain? Thunder Mountain? Okay, I don't know if we can do Thunder Mountain first. We can do it last, okay? Can we do something like Winnie the Pooh first? Okay. I want to do some dark rides because that's the whole point is you don't have to wear a mask indoors. I didn't go into any of the shops to test this out, but we'll be headed indoors shortly. I think it'd be good to go to Pooh first and maybe run over to Haunted Mansion. You guys want to see Haunted Mansion? I don't know how this iPhone 13 Pro Max, I don't know how it's going to do in the Haunted Mansion, but I'm certainly willing to give it a shot. So I don't know if you guys can see in the distance over there, you see all these people walking in to the park, and there's a big group of people who aren't walking. And that is the people who are walking are staying in the hotels. And you get to go in a half hour early. And if you're general population, you have to wait for rope drop at 9 o'clock. I thought WDWNT would be here too. I don't see them yet. They might come soon. So it's kind of funny when you get here early and you get in line and there's already a line. Like, all these people got in before you. The best way to go to Pooh, I think, is going to be this way. But all these people are going to be racing for 7 doors. That's the thing. Everybody wants to race for that. That's why I usually just book it on the DAS. And when I book it, they usually tell me it's an hour wait. You know, first thing in the morning, they just say hour wait. They don't know what the wait is. They're just making that number up. That's why I'm kind of the belief that their return time system is not compliant with the ADA. If you've watched other videos, I've talked about this. The ADA says they have to treat able-bodied people the same as disabled people. And Disney doesn't have to have a DAS system. But the way they implement this DAS system, it sometimes makes people like Tiger wait a lot of extra time. So let's wander over here, Tiger. Last time we filmed here early in the morning at Magic Kingdom was, I think it was the first day of Genie Plus. And all the bloggers were here. That is for sure. And we did the mountain challenge. We didn't know we were doing the mountain challenge, but those are the rides we went on. Come on, Tiger Man. Space Mountain, 7 Dwarfs, Splash Mountain, Thunder Mountain. And I think after we did all those, Tiger didn't want to go to school. So we went on Pooh. It's really funny. He sees a ride and he thinks, oh, just get right on the ride. Even with DAS, you do have to wait. So if the wait time on Pooh says 30 minutes or 35 minutes, they'll make him wait 20, 25 minutes before we can go in the fast pass lane. And Tiger don't like to wait. He wants to go right on the ride. Before they started the Genie Plus system, the only people who were getting in the fast pass lane were DAS people. And so the fast pass lanes have changed a lot in the last few months.
Jackson, hush. It's not even open.
We really like these parks over here. One of the things we like to do in these parks, because they're open, anybody can go in here, is I can wheel Tiger in on his drawing chair, set him up, and he can draw to his heart's content, and he will not be impeding traffic, and as long as we don't attract too big of a crowd, they really don't care. But these are just really well manicured, beautiful parks. Come on, Tiger Man. I think we're going to do Pooh, Haunted Mansion, and Tiger really wants to do Thunder Mountain. So what could we do in between? We might run over to Jungle Cruise, but that has been getting a lot longer line. I tell you, a year ago, Jungle Cruise had like 20-minute line. And once the Jungle Cruise movie came out, it went up to 75 immediately. And we rode it the first day of the Jingle Cruise. There were a lot of bloggers here that day too. They were having some special event for them. I think it was the first day of the Christmas decorations. So we were here for that. And we were one of the first people to get a Jingle Cruise video up. Come on, Tiger Man. And the reason we're able to get ours up as one of the first is the VIP bloggers signed a release that said they would not publish a video for 24 hours. So I don't understand the rationale behind that, but that's what they did. So they got VIP access, but they did not get exclusivity. They actually got the opposite of that. All right. Don't know how close we are to 9 o'clock. I'm gonna guess it might be about 8:50. Gotta figure out how to make this thing tell me the time. They are still holding people back. 8:55, so 5 minutes. All right. Thank you, Kyle. They do this little show every morning. And they end with fireworks.
World has called out to people all around the world, and we are so excited to have you party with us during the world's most magical celebration. All right, everyone, we hope you're ready to celebrate. Let the magic begin.
It's okay, Tiger. It's okay. Tiger, it's okay. Tiger doesn't like fireworks, loud noises. When we were on the ferry coming over, I was holding his ears. Should be Mickey running out here with all his friends.
For your safety and the safety of those around you, please walk slowly and carefully on to your next adventure.
Uh-oh. They are not doing the show because of the rain. Usually the fireworks is the last thing they do for the opening show. So they tricked me. They tricked me thinking they were going to do the show. I should have clued in when they did the fireworks, but I guess because it's wet, I wouldn't say there's a threat of rain, but if you can see the ground, it's a little wet, so characters did not come out. And we're behind this mass of people. I just can't wait to get in to the park so early. You know, it's real funny when we would come here, when we travel, when we lived up in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, we'd travel here. We never came for rope drop. We were so tired. we come into the park 10 or 11 o'clock, and we never stayed until closing. We really tried to have a vacation. In the past, when I would go to Disneyland, I would pay, I don't know, about $225 for a hotel next to the park, and we would be racing everywhere at Disneyland. We go there for rope drops, stay till it closed, try to go on as many rides as possible. And it wasn't the most enjoyable experience. And we found, coming to Disney World, being DVC owners, that you could really relax. And that's really why we bought the DVC, because we wanted to kick back at the hotel, relax, take a day off, go to the swimming pool, have a leisurely morning, and still be able to experience the parks. But Tiger was so young then, he would just zonk out, so you couldn't stay too late. Anymore, he'll stay up to midnight himself just working on art. I think last night at 10 o'clock, his mother said, "You want to go to bed?" And he's working on something, and he said no. So he kept working for a little bit, but then I told him to go to bed. Let me see. Let's go in here, get in the Pooh line, which shouldn't be. I don't see how long they say it is. Hold on. I don't know where the Pooh line starts. It says 35 minutes. All right. I guess this is the entrance. This is usually where they do the entrance for the meet and greet with Pooh.
This isn't the Winnie the Pooh ride, guys.
So let's come on in here. Even if I were to use DAS on this line, we'd still have to wait 25 minutes. That's something I never understood about people, is just walking past you in line. Maybe there are parties there, but when I bring Tiger to the park, I can't do that. I can't tell Tiger, get in line, I'll be there in 10 minutes. One time I took Tiger's brother to Disneyland a long time ago, about 9 years ago. And we were in line for a ride, and he had to go to the bathroom, so we got out of line, went to the bathroom, and got right in the back of the line. And that's just the way it was. But we saw lots of parents pushing their way to and from the line, and it just seemed like that was unfair. So all these people, if you can't tell, they're getting on the ride, no mask. That's why we're here to experience Maskless Magic Kingdom. They were maskless last year for a while, and then they said, "Oh, you got to wear mask again." And we weren't we weren't big fans, and the reason is, how many stories have you heard about people catching COVID at Disney World? I may name one. And it's not that you can't catch COVID here. You can catch any disease anywhere. But if people were catching COVID en masse here at Disney World, you would have heard about it. It says here, health and safety update, face coverings are not required, but highly recommended. They just sent me this message. They're listening to me. So for somebody like Tiger, wearing a face covering is actually a big deal because Tiger is very limited verbal. I'm gonna pan down to Tiger. He's been drawing in the air with his finger. Because Tiger's limited verbal, he needs to see people talk, and he doesn't need anything obstructing him when he talks because he talks very quiet. And we want to give him all the opportunity to hear and be heard and to learn by example for his speaking. Now, when we moved from New Jersey, it was solely so that Tiger could go to school. I want you to keep this in mind. These are facts. In Tiger School in Little Egg Harbor, the special students for distance learning, they got 20 minutes twice a week for class. That's it, 40 minutes a week. Whereas the regular students got 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. And no matter how you look at that data, there's something extremely wrong. And it's not that the school system didn't care about special kids like Tiger. They just put a huge priority on the regular students. And we didn't want to be a part of that. So the night they announced that, all right, Tiger's going in. You can go, Tiger. Give me the doll. Tiger, give me Autistic Tiger. So we have the Autistic Tiger here. We take him everywhere. And we've been having dignitaries take pictures with the Autistic Tiger, and we'll be posting videos of that later. If you didn't know, Tiger was at the State Fair and got his picture with Miss Florida, with the governor, Nikki Fried. Everybody want to take a picture with Tiger. Here, Tiger. Is it too wet? So when the governor of New Jersey announced that they were going to do distance learning in the fall 2020, we decided that night we're moving. And then it was just a matter of where we were going to move. We looked at every city in the United States. And I voted for Vegas because I have a lot of friends there. But ultimately we decided it wasn't the best spot for Tiger. And Tiger's mom picked Orlando. And she thought being next to the parks would be great for him. That when he turned 18, that if he could get a job here doing anything. I mean, Tiger would be so happy to work here. He would sweep the streets and he wouldn't care. He'd be so happy. He's just... Oh, you're eating the honey, Tiger? Okay. Tiger's getting COVID from the honey. No. It's COVID-free honey. That's why telling you have to wear a mask inside the building or whatever kind of doesn't make any sense, because people are going to be touching things and putting them in their mouth all the time. It's what people do. Tiger, you want to play inside? Tiger man. Tiger, you want to play inside? Yes or no? Here, give me Autistic Tiger. Tiger, can you climb? You want to play here? Tiger, you want to play? Yes or no? Tiger, come on. Well, Tiger usually plays there. I just lift him over the wall. He can have the greatest time in the play area here at Winnie the Pooh. So we moved down here. Once we made the decision, we moved within a month. We stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge the first night it was open. We drove 1,000 miles from Little Lake Harbor down here. And about halfway down, we got a phone call from a host at Animal Kingdom Lodge and said, we're not actually going to open the building you booked, and we're putting you in I think we booked Jumbo House, and they put us in the other building. Uh-oh, Tiger's in this little tent here. It's Eeyore's house. So they put us in Kidani Village. Knock, knock, Tiger. Knock, knock. They put us in Kidani Village, and they put us in a one-bedroom suite. And we were just kind of in shock because we were supposed to be checking in that night. They called us halfway through our 500-mile trip, or 1,000-mile trip. We had already driven 500 miles to tell us this. I mean, we're like, wow, it's kind of cutting it short, guys. You didn't know until this morning that you weren't going to be opening that hotel. I mean, I don't blame them. I think it was a good business move because they didn't sell out nearly as many rooms as they had hoped. The hotel was only open to DVC members, and the parks weren't open. The parks weren't open for like another week. So they had only a handful of people staying in the hotel. And while we were there, we went house shopping, and we found a house in Celebration to rent. It wasn't cheap, but it was a bargain compared to what houses typically sell and rent for in Celebration. It had everything that Tiger's mom wanted. And comparable houses in Dr. Phillips or Orlando, they weren't really much cheaper, which was surprising. So his mom tells us we should move to some place that's cheaper, but I'm like, I don't. You might get a house that's half as big with no garage, and it's only going to be a few $100s cheaper. Housing has really gone up. Now, don't you guys wish you could have that much fun when you come here to Disney World? I mean, Tiger's just amazing. You want to lose him. There we go. Come on, Tiger man. So then here, this gimbal has a mind of its own. This little trail here is kind of like he's eating more honey. There was a toy we bought Tiger as a child called a bead maze. And Tiger would play that for hours. And this is kind of like a bead maze. You have to make these bees go along the trail. Unfortunately, all the bees must be at one end. Tiger's got no bee to play with. He's just eating all the honey. Like I said, kids touch stuff, put it in their mouth. Whether they have a mask on or not, it's just what's going to happen. Tiger's like every other kid. He's made of rubber. Not that Tiger can't get sick. Right before Christmas, we were pretty sure he had COVID. He was really sick for 4 days. And we didn't know what he had, but he didn't seem like he needed to go to the hospital. He'd never been sick like that for 4 days. But when Tiger gets sick, his face melts, and I feel really sad for him. But he was sick for like 4 days, and then he coughed for a number of days. Now Tiger's mom and I, we got sick about 3.5 weeks ago, and we've been coughing a lot ever since. We've got our energy back. We can do anything, but we do cough a little bit. I'm not sure why. We think it might be allergies right now. We didn't have allergies here in Florida last year, but I started taking my allergy medication again. How about? So we really like the Winnie the Pooh ride here. Wish it was a little longer. We can't wait to see the one they have in Tokyo. I think it's either Tokyo or Hong Kong. It's a trackless ride like Ratatouille, and it really looks awesome. You'd think at some point they might try to move something like that here. But they have an issue with how much land they have available inside the park to put a ride like that. Now this wall here, you can move the honey. Tiger, come on, Tiger. Tiger, go to the next one. Come on. You don't actually have to touch the wall to move the honey. If you just put your hand close to it, the honey will move away. See that? And then you get to see some figure, like here is Piglet. No, that's Winnie the Pooh carrying honey. Come on, Tiger Man. Let's see if I can do it here. Uh-oh. This one is not working. Uh-oh, Tiger got it to work. Seemed like only on one side is it moving the honey. Having a little bit of an issue. Come on, Tiger, let's take a look at this one. Tiger, come here. Tiger, who's here? It's Winnie the Pooh. Okay, Tiger finally discovered you. Don't have to touch it. But usually everybody touches this wall. And I just touch my face. So you touch something, you touch your face. You might get COVID. You might get the flu. You might get anything. Uh-oh. Let's see. My gimbal is confused. There we go. There we go. This is a really nice store here. It's a Winnie the Pooh store. But I found when you needed to buy a mask, they would give you one here for free. So when I went to Epcot the other day to get the popcorn buckets, the Figment popcorn buckets for Valentine's Day, I forgot to bring a mask because we hadn't been to the parks in a few weeks. And the irony of that is you can't go into a store to buy something if you don't have a mask. But if you want to buy a mask, you can go into the store without a mask to buy the mask. And, you know, a few days later they announced there's no mask policy. So I was really confused. Like, they said, go into the store to buy the mask. I said, I don't have a mask on to go in the store. They said it's okay to go in the store without a mask. So so I did that. I went in and I bought a mask. It was $1.59. And I didn't necessarily go in the store, just went into the tent where you picked up the Figment buckets. And they were all arranged in massive rows, like, if you remember Star Wars Attack of the Clones, the rows and rows and rows of the clones, well, this was like Star Wars Attack of Figment buckets. And they had some kind of surreal lighting in there, and it's very interesting. I made a quick little video, and I thought I had lost it. Normally I download videos off my phone using a flash drive, and I couldn't find a flash drive. Tiger was on TV a week ago on NBC Channel 2 in Orlando, and when they came to the house, Tiger's mom cleaned the entire house, which means she hid all my stuff. And so I had to buy another flash drive, and I thought I deleted that file, but I found it on my computer this morning. So hopefully later today I'll put up a Figment bucket buying video, and we met some really interesting people, one of which I discovered later is a Disney princess. So you never know who you're going to meet when you go to the parks. Even the princesses go to the parks on their day off. So, do you guys have kids that come to the parks dressed up in their costumes? We've been dressing Tiger up in a Tigger costume since he's about 3 months old. And what we found now when we come to the parks is people always call him Tigger. Hey, look, there's Tigger. And I say, well, his name's actually Tiger, and he's this really great artist. And then I start telling him about Tiger and showing him his pictures. If he had any other name, I wouldn't be able to get him a nice little costume like this. His mother wanted to name him Chong, and Chong in Thai means elephant. And I said, oh no, elephant, that's a girl's name. You can't name it. And if you knew something about Thailand, you'd understand. We just met Miss Florida and Miss Tampa. She said one of the prestigious contests in Thailand is Miss Thailand Elephant. Okay, come on, Tiger. Come on. Come on, Tiger Man. Thank you so much. I don't know what number she said. I guess we're number 4. By default, we're number 4. So they said that was 35 minutes. Hey, how long do you guys think that was? I don't think it was 35 minutes. The gimbal keeps fighting me. All these happy, maskless people here at Magic Kingdom. All right. Yeah, it couldn't have been 35 minutes. We've only been broadcasting for 37. Oh, there we go. There we go, Tiger. It's the Autistic Tiger. Yay! Tiger, you excited to be on Winnie the Pooh? Yes or no? Tiger says yes. Yes.
He's really traded places with the recipe.
Whee! There's Winnie the Pooh. Oh. Whoa. Wow, what happened here? I see, Tiger. It's Mr. Toad. Look. Uh-oh. It's Tigger. It's the Autistic Tiger. Autistic Tiger can bounce too. Whoa. This bounce slower. Whoa. Whoa.
Funny. Whoa.
Whoa. Tigger tackle. Look, it's a Tigger tackle.
Honey.
Tiger, show Autistic Tiger. Yeah, look at that, Autistic Tiger. Tiger's drawn woozles before, and heffalumps. Whoa. We feel that? Feel that cold wind, Tiger? Oh, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Whoa. Whoa.
Last the rain went away, and everyone gathered together to sing.
All right. Tiger's happy. He's practically dancing in the ride vehicle. Oh, there we go. Come on, Tiger man. Come on. Hold on. The gimbal's being funny again. There we go. Come on, Tiger. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Go. Go, Tiger. Go. He's trying to make sure the door's open for Daddy. Daddies are made of rubber, too. Let's take a look in this gift shop real quick. So these little, Tiger, stay here. These little babies, like this Tigger baby. This is the advantage of being named Tiger. See this little Tigger baby here? I got a whole thing of them. They're like $30. Well, last year we went to eat lunch at Polynesian, and he's dressed up in his costume. Everybody's calling him Tigger, and I said, no, his name's Tiger. And during lunch, one of the workers came over with a little plushie and a letter from Tigger, and they were just so... They need to sell Autistic Tiger here, huh, Tiger? Yeah? Okay. Let's go see if we can find Haunted Mansion. It looks like, if I had to guess, it rained a little bit more because it's a little wetter on the ground than it was previously. And if it's raining, it's got to be thunderstorms. It's been rather cold here. Extremely cold a few times for Florida in the last month. And when you're doing shows and being outside and all, that will really get you down. So we're excited it's going to be warm, but that also means thunderstorms. And if you guys haven't been to Disney World, see, here it's dry. See this? It's dry on the ground. Over there, soaking wet. So it rained right there and nowhere else, which is a Florida thing. We're always surprised when we see the rain in one spot, not another. Come here, Tiger. When we first came to Disney World, we were really, really surprised that these really big plans I had made that we're going to go on this ride and then that ride, and we're just going to go here and there and do all this stuff, and then every day at 1 o'clock it poured rain. I mean, poured rain like everybody's running, like Godzilla's chasing them and cramming into here, Pinocchio's village house. People like to hide in there. Come on, Tiger Man. Maybe we'll do Small World. Tiger's mom loves Small World. Where are you? Tiger Man. Uh-oh. You can't lose your tiger. You lose Tiger at Disney World, he might become one of the attractions. But his mom loves Small World. I think we'll do that. And when she was pregnant with Tiger, she promised me that I would take her to Disneyland so she could go on Small World when she was pregnant with Tiger. So Tiger went on this ride before he even knows. Come on. It says like 20-minute wait. Let me see. It says 45 minutes on the clock here, so we'll see if it's really 20 minutes. So let's go back to the ride over there, the Winnie the Pooh ride. Remember it said 35 minutes? But I'm guessing we only waited about 20. And the ADA says, uh-oh, these people just cut. Hate that. It's not nice. The ADA says Tiger shouldn't have to wait any longer than anybody else if he uses DAS. And what we found is, oh, no mask, but it's still got these plastic cup dividers. If you're claustrophobic, these are not good. When we first started coming here with the dividers, Tiger didn't like it, but he's gotten more used to it. As long as he's not standing still, he's usually okay. Anyway, with the 35-minute wait time, if Tiger used DAS, he'd have to wait 25 minutes, plus whatever the time is.
Can you get that group right there?
What?
Can we get right there, that group right there in front of you? We just want to get with our group.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
Tiger, come here. We have to let the people... You all know how I feel about that. You get one group crawl under, then everybody wants to catch up with them. I don't know what they're saving in time, 30 seconds. But they're cutting in front of a little boy like Tiger, and that's what I don't like. Whatever the rules are, if they're fair for a kid like Tiger, then they're fair for everybody. So anyway, if Tiger had to wait 25 minutes for the ride using DAS, plus whatever the Fast Pass line time is, and it only took a regular person 20 minutes in a regular line, that's actually prima facie evidence of an ADA violation. And, you know, I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't want Disney to get rid of DAS. I think they're going to keep it, but there's going to have to be some changes made. They're prioritizing other things right now, but sooner or later, I'm sure there's going to be a lawsuit or something, and they'll have to make a change. I don't know what the change would be. I don't want them to go to their old system. If you guys are familiar with the old system, you went in the exit line if you were disabled or a wheelchair, and it didn't work out very well. And people really took advantage of that situation. All we want is that Tiger waits the same amount of time as everybody else. Right, Tiger? Yeah, we don't want Tiger to have special treatment. Just equitable and fair treatment. See if I can see anything over here. We're gonna move here. Have you guys been to Small World at Disneyland? It's definitely one of our favorites for a variety of reasons, not least of which is the characters that are inside. But the building for Small World at Disneyland is so beautiful, and it's outside, and it's usually blue skies, and you know, Christmas that light it all up like a Christmas tree, and that's really cool. And they've got these topiaries outside. His name is Tigger. Yeah, and he's an artist. This is his card. How many little kids got a card? He was on the Channel 2 News here last Wednesday in Orlando. Yeah, I met the governor and everybody. And he's supposed to be at school, right? Shh, shh, don't tell anybody. He'll be at school before lunch. The school system's kind of used to him being gone part of the day sometimes for an event. The first day of school this year, I think it was August the 12th, was the first day of MegaCon. And you kind of have to show up to the first day of school, right? But we had to go to MegaCon, so we sent Tiger to school in the morning so he could meet his teacher and his friends, and by 11 o'clock, I had him out of school going to MegaCon. Let me see, better view up here. So it said 20 minutes out there. I'm thinking it's longer than 20 minutes. That's okay. They got full boats. That's really a good thing. Sometimes on these rides, they don't fill up the boat. And then you think, hey, Lana go a lot quicker if they filled up the boat. We went on Dinosaur a month or two ago at about 4 p.m. And I think they posted a 15-minute wait time. And it wasn't like there's a huge line. There wasn't. But there was a line. And when we got in our car, we were the only two people in the car. And there were people waiting. And we were confused. But when you hear about the long wait times at Disney World, I'd like to show people that picture and to say, well, long line is kind of relative. Today, Touring Plans, I don't know if you guys know what Touring Plans is. It's like a website app, and they help you plan your vacation. They were doing that before Disney came out with Genie Plus, or Genie. So they would help you plan, and they would factor in when you're going to eat and how much walk time is involved and what you wanted to do. As opposed to Genie, you tell her what you want to do, and they tell you to do something completely different. I can't quite figure it out. There's a lot of videos of people, or the vloggers, say, okay, we're going to let Genie decide our day today, and they'll go follow whatever Genie says to do, and then they always get disappointed because they'll want to do Jungle Cruise, and they'll tell them to go do something completely different, and and they don't end up doing the fun thing that they wanted to do. So I'm trying to find some cough drops here. In 1 second. This is where I wish Tiger could do this for me. I think I'm gonna wait till they sit down on the ride. So Genie is not the best at planning your vacation. I guess if you've never been to Disney World, it's not the worst thing in the world, but not the best. If you go to Touring Plans, and they do charge, I think, $10 or $15 a year, and you can make as many plans as you want, but they will put in everything you want to go on. They don't make any recommendations. They just say, these are the things you want to do. This is how fast you want to walk. If you want to prioritize the time, or you want to prioritize walking, speed, or you know, how far you walk, how long you want to spend for lunch or whatever. They factor it all in. They'll factor in your fast passes, and I keep saying fast pass, but that's the old system. I don't know how it would work with Genie Plus, but they're really good. We've been using Touring Plans ever since we came to Disney World. So that's been like 4 years ago. Another thing they do at Touring Plans, which I think is the best feature, is they will find reservations for you for restaurants. And you tell them what restaurant, what day, what time, and they will check it every hour And if there is a reservation open, they'll send you a text message and say, hey, this is open, and then you got to log on right away and get it. I wish they could do more than that and actually book it, but they're not allowed to. And whenever we want something special, get Tiger. Whenever we want some special reservation we can't get, I just set it up on touring plans, and a few days or a week later, it'll pop up. And then we'll go to our reservation. Actually, I said it was going to be more than 20. We're only waited 10 minutes so far. So this is going to be less than 20. Now the wait times, Disney actually knows exactly how long the wait is at all times, despite what the posted time says. And I've been telling people this for over a year. People, when they come in the park, they have a magic band, they have their annual pass holder card like this. They have these. These have RFID chips. If you buy a ticket, it has an RFID chip. If you're using your app, the app knows where you are. If you're using your cell phone, it knows where your cell phone is. And they can track these things in the ride. They got RFID readers. You'll see at the end of the ride, they're going to, well, at least at Disneyland, they put up people's names that are on the ride. How do they know you're on the ride? Well, they're scanning this information off your card or something. Especially at Disneyland, they don't have magic bands yet. So they know where you are on the ride. They know how long it takes. Exactly how long it takes, and they don't use that information. And that's where they're going to run into a foul of the ADA, because they know the exact time. And the times they post are just arbitrary. And they're going to have to make a change. And I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. They are going to have to keep DAS. They can't not have it. Because if they didn't have it, what else are they going to do? And I think it would be a bad move for PR. I think if they just posted the wait time based upon the actual time that they know, that'd be fine. We'd be really happy with that. So how many of you guys like the Small World? Nobody likes Small World. Tiger's mom is from Thailand. And I tell you, whenever we see the Thai dancer, she gets so excited. At one time, we bought the DVCC Small World collection. We bought it at an auction, bought every figure. And we sold everyone but the Thai figures. She couldn't part with those. So we have a lot of Thai stuff in the house. Statues, paintings, pictures. It's got a Buddha room and the Disney Small World figures. Going on Small World at Disneyland is also really cool because like the channel you get in with the boats in is kind of curved, and it's got that bridge that goes over, and it's just real pretty. I'm nostalgic for it. A lot of the rides here at Disney World are very similar, and Small World is just one that is so different. But every park has things that are really nice and things that are, there's limitations. Before we'd ever been to Disney World, I had people up in New York ask me at the Disney auctions, they'd ask me, what's the difference between Disneyland and Disney World? And I tell them, I don't know. Never been to Disney World. But one thing we can say is Disneyland has a lot more rides and attractions than Magic Kingdom. And it's a lot smaller space, and it's just really cram-packed of things to do. And here they got a lot more space, so Things are a little bit more spread out. They're building Tron right now. We can't wait for that to start. That is, you might think it's an E ticket. I think it's an F ticket. My little boy, Miko, is in China right now. He went to Shanghai Disneyland. 12. Okay, come on, Tiger Man.
Hi guys, so many.
We're in the last row. Sometimes we fight to be in the front row. Tiger is a big fan of the front row, especially on roller coasters. And the Three Caballeros ride at Epcot. We really like to be in the front row on that ride. Hey, look at all these people. They survived. Yay. They look so happy. Tiger Man. Tiger. Are you excited? Tiger says yes. Uh-oh. What time is it? The clock is going. I didn't know this did anything. Oh, wow. I've never seen this. I didn't know it did it here. I do know at Disneyland, they have figures that come out and around. Like they move around. Here they're just, it's showing the characters, which is great. I never heard the clock go off. So I guess it's about 10 o'clock. Come on, Tiger Man.
All right, we're this close.
Oh, yeah. See the operator in the Tower Bridge there? I always thought that would be a cool job. They have operators like that, like at Pirates of the Caribbean. There's like a lady in a window up in the cave. I thought, wow, what the coolest office you can imagine. Say goodbye. Yay! Boy, it's really bumpy. And then if you're in Pinocchio's village house there against the windows, you can watch everybody on this ride. There's nobody there right now. It's a little early. So when we get into the ride here, I'm just gonna let it go. And you guys enjoy Small World.
Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain seated throughout your voyage, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please watch your children. Thank you. until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you.
Oh, it says Marshmallow.
Permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark.
Did they show your girl's name? How did they know your girl's on the boat? Ah, the magic band, of course. Of course, the magic band. Kind of proves my point, right? They know where you are. They did put Tiger's name up. He's not wearing a magic band today because I forgot. Tiger loves to wear his magic band. To him, it signifies we are going to Disney World. So we're just using his card today. So if they know you're on the boat, they know exactly what the wait time is. Excuse me. Come on, Tiger Man. All right. We survived. Oops, excuse me. Excuse me. Come on, Tiger. There we go.
Welcome to It's a Small World.
It says 55 minutes for Peter Pan. Let's see if we have better luck over at Haunted Mansion. So, I'm sure you guys noticed we lost connectivity there inside the ride. And I was curious how that was going to work. The first time we tried testing live streaming here at Disney World, it wasn't a good connection, and we were just filming fireworks just to test it out. So being inside a ride like that, that's a really good test. That wasn't bad at all, I think. I asked some of the other guys what do they use, if they use the outside carrier. And they said, no, they just use Verizon, AT&T, something like that. A Haunted Mansion is a ride we have never waited in the regular line for. We've only ever done DAS.
Okay, come on.
And I understand there's some really fun things in the queue on Haunted Mansion that we've never experienced. Let's see what the time is going to be. They got people way out here. The last time I saw that, it said 45. So today it says, I can't see that far. I'm thinking it says 70. It's really dark. And they're not letting you get over to see. It says 70 minutes. Oh my. That's a bit long. Tiger, come on. Maybe we'll just wander over to Big Thunder. 70 minutes. Wow. I don't know if I've ever waited 70 minutes for a ride. When you come to Disney World or Disneyland, the most important thing you have, the most valuable thing you have is your time. So I understand why people sign up for Genie Plus. Oh my God, look at this line. This is still the line for Haunted Mansion. I understand why Genie Plus is popular, You know, they're just setting up classes of guests for a normal guest who buys a ticket and they buy Genie Plus. You know, you don't need it at every park necessarily, but here at Magic Kingdom, it'll be an extra $60 a day. Come on, Tiger. For a family of four, $60. And if you're spending $5,000-$6,000 on a vacation, boy, there's some nice smelling food here. Oh my gosh! Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite fountain in all of Disney World. This is the worst water. Don't you ever drink this water. Oh my gosh. I read something online that said there's sulfur in it and stuff. Yeah, I agree. There's sulfur in that water. But if you're spending $6,000 on your trip, $60 for a day, it's not going to kill you if it's, you know, 4 or 5 days during your trip. Tiger, let's go over here. Then you're, you know, you're adding a few $100s to your trip. Where it really gets people is the people like us that have annual passes. Because I can't pay $15 every time I bring Tiger. I may make you go broke fast. So if we didn't have DAS, it would be very difficult. And I really empathize for local people who have annual pass. And come on, Tiger, let's go this way. A lot of the bloggers, you know, they make, I can't say exactly how much money they're making, but they're making more than zero, which is what we get. And if they want to buy Genie Plus, they can buy it. I see them go to the restaurants and spend $60 on a steak or something like that. And, you know, that's their show. They're making their video. But we can't do that. Our expense is having an annual pass, just as it is. His name is Tiger. He's Tiger, come here. This is his Tiger, the Autistic Tiger. His little character. He's an artist. He's really good. He's on YouTube, and you can have one too, Becca. And I don't want you to feel left out, Renee. So he was on the Channel 2 News here last Wednesday, here in Orlando. And he met the governor on Thursday at the state fair and Miss Florida. Holly Robinson posted about him on IG last Thursday too. So we live in Celebration, and he's a really, really, really good artist. I'd show you, but the camera's going, so. You check him out, you'll be impressed. Okay, come on, Tiger Man. All right. So there you go. That's, you wear the Tigger costume, and the next thing you know, you're handing out business cards. They told me I wasn't supposed to solicit people here at the parks. But, you know, if they start the conversation, that's good enough for me. Sometimes I ask people if they drop something, and then I hand them the card. Did you drop this? I found this. Did you drop it? On Tiger's birthday, we were over there at the little house next to the river. And he got birthday cake, and he drew the Autistic Tiger with a birthday hat. And, oh, if I had to guess, I would say Big Thunder is shut down. And this is what happens when you don't use your My Disney Experience app. You don't know. So let that be a lesson. When you come to Disney World, look at your My Disney Experience app all the time. Because I'm sure it's going to say Big Thunder is down. And obviously Splash Mountain is down for maintenance. So there's nothing going on here right now. Yet there is a big crowd. Tom Sawyer Island says opens at 11. I haven't seen that open in a long time. So it's just shut. So I'm gonna go ask them when they think it'll open. Because this is the thing Tiger asked for. And I usually like to help him. At least do what he wants. This is down right now until Saturday?
Yes, scheduled until Saturday.
No! Tiger! It's the only ride Tiger wanted to go on. Oh, Tiger is closed. Tiger, it's closed.
Okay.
So,
Hopefully soon, but we're not sure.
Okay.
so everybody just hanging out here is just hanging out.
They're just hanging out for Splash, but
I thought Splash Mountain was closed too.
Sorry?
I thought it was shut down for.
Delayed. It's a delayed opening.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully they'll be back up later today.
All right. Thank you. Well, we're going to have to find some more fun. Let's go over this way, Tiger Man. Can't leave Magic Kingdom after only 2 rides. I guess I should have checked my Disney Experience app. If I'm here with Tiger's mom, she can look at that stuff. Tiger, go ahead. Okay. Shopify is trying to sell me stuff too. We set up Shopify to sell the Autistic Tiger plushie. And I don't know that it ever went live, but they told me my trial subscription expired. So we'll have to get that going. I think we're going to give a bunch of plushies. What, Tiger? That's the workers. There's the workers on the ride. Hey, that's not fair. How come only the workers get to go on the ride? Some of the perks of working at Disney World, you get to ride the ride for free before everybody else. Okay. We think Tiger's plushie is going to be extremely popular. We've had a number of people in the community, and like I said, he had his picture with the governor and Miss Florida, and Nikki Freeze, the agriculture commissioner here in Florida. She's in charge of the state fair. That's how we got to meet her. And we've had a number of other politicians take selfies with the Autistic Tiger, and we'll be putting them up on probably Tiger's website, TheAutisticTiger.com. Got to find somebody who knows how to do that, set up a database. And probably we'll make some videos and show people taking the selfie. And then what we want this to become is kind of a viral 2022 Year of the Tiger, the Autistic Tiger Selfie Challenge. I had one of the Osceola County School Board members last night suggested we call it 2022 is the Year of the Autistic Tiger. How about that? That sounds even better. So we're getting a ton of support from not just our local politicians and business people, but state and even people in Washington. We've had 2 congressmen so far take selfies with the Autistic Tiger. And last night I got a call from the mayor of Orange County, Jerry Deming's office, and he sent me a selfie. Well, he's married to Val Demings. And I told him, I said, well, get Val to take a selfie too. And it says here it's 50 minutes for Pirates. Tiger, you want to go on Pirates or Jungle Cruise? Pirates? Okay, let's go to Pirates. So it says 50, but I'm guessing it's going to be less than 50. And we have waited in this standby line before, but never this long. Usually only when it says 15 minutes. and you pretty much just walk on. No sense in making a reservation when it says 15 minutes. Oh, wow. Come on, Tiger Man. Oh, we're way back here. Oh, I thought that was the line. They're getting some type of tour, private tour or something. So we're of the belief that everybody's going to support the Autistic Tiger. Come on, Tiger Man. If we don't keep moving, people are going to pass us up. We don't want that. So we hope the Autistic Tiger is the thing that can make everybody come together and support a common cause. Because not only is the Autistic Tiger plushie so cute, so is Tiger, and Tiger's got this great message. And Tiger loves everybody. And he just wants to be happy. And happy usually involves iPad and pizza and drawing and playing with his doggies. And he loves swimming. And coming to Disney World. He loves coming to Disney World. It's like his home away from home. The new project we have that we're gonna iron out details is, instead of just having our local politicians or the people that represent us here in semi-celebration area, we're gonna try to get everybody in Washington, every elected official, all the senators, take a selfie with the Autistic Tiger. And we want to do this before April, because April is Autism Awareness Month. So we have 2022 is the year of the tiger. We got Awareness Month. And I think August 2nd is going to be like Autism Awareness Day. Normally it's on April 1st, or maybe it's April 1st this year. I can't remember what they told me. April 1st. Which I thought was kind of funny, but autism, now it says 65. It said 50. It said 50 when we got online. Now it says 65. If we had booked DAS, it'd be 40, but then we have to wait outside. This. They tricked us. We've had it happen the other way, where we booked a return time, Mickey and Minnie Railway, Hollywood, and it said 70 minutes, so we got a return time for 60. And then 10 minutes later, the return time dropped to 45. So we could have got one at that time for 35 minutes. And I was trying to ask cast members, how is it that somebody that books a return time after us can get a return time before us? And they said, well, the wait times are just whatever we think it's going to be, you know. And that's the first time I thought, there is something wrong with this system. So we waited the time they were given, but it just didn't seem right that people could go ahead before us that booked their time after us. So the queue here for pirates at Disney World is kind of cool. Inside a finished fort type building. At Disneyland, you're outside until the very end, where you can go inside the building. Like over here, we got the pound cakes and eat those pound cakes. Some spooky noises, and what are we doing here? 65 minutes, wow. We'll see what happens. Over across the way, there's Tortuga Tavern. We've always wanted to eat there. Because they're not open typically at night. And we went there and sat down and couldn't get anything to eat. So then we figured, well, if there's nobody there at nighttime, it's a great place to hide. This line moves so fast, you don't even notice. So touring plans will tell you how busy they think the parks are going to be on any given day. They have a ton of data. Now with Genie Plus and the 50th anniversary, the data is, this is in the past still. It's very good. They're fine-tuning all their calculations. And they rated today a 7. 10 being the most busy. Today was a 7 at Magic Kingdom, which surprised me because it's February. Come on, Tiger. It's February. And, well, it's warm today. But usually February is empty. We've seen in the past. I think they said overall for Disney World was a 6. Now we've never gone to Disney World in February before, but we've looked it up. When we try to plan our vacations in the past, we look up when the high times were and when the low times were. And usually in February it's like a 1 or a 2. So we're curious, the long wait times, is it because of Genie Plus? And I suspect a lot of it is. And it's, it's just really unfortunate. They're squeezing the low-end customer, and, people who have annual pass, you're really prohibited with getting the Genie Plus. That said, Universal's got their pass, that express pass, so that you go to, like the Genie Plus line here. Only I've seen that express pass at Universal be as high as $300 a day. I think I did it once at Universal in LA. Huh? Tiger, what do you want? You want a mask? We don't need mask, Tiger. No mask. Tiger's so accustomed to wearing the mask that he wants a mask. Tiger, no mask. You want to hold the bag? Okay. Well, Tiger's he's gonna look for something in there. Okay. There's no mask, Tiger. It's kind of a sad thing that we go on this ride and then take Tiger to school. Didn't like wearing the mask here at Disney, but you don't. It's their business. If you wanted to come here, you had to wear the mask. I think at Universal, they had masking requirements for a long time, and then they dropped it, and then it was just only indoors. And if you want to have fun, though, you have to follow the rules. Yeah, we're almost into the dungeon. They said 65 minutes, but it seems to be moving a lot quicker.
You got space time. So you got okay, now it's
So when we finish, take Tiger home, give him some lunch, and change his clothes, run him off to school. But I tell you, standing out here, it feels wet. It feels like it's going to rain. And we didn't bring an umbrella. And because we didn't wear a mask, we can't go on the monorail. That's one of the rules they have today. If you want to ride the monorail, you have to have a mask. Come on, Tiger. And I think there's one or two other things that you need a mask for. The boat today, oh wow, I've never been where we're gonna go. I think I see people coming out, so they must have tunnels in here for miles and miles. So it's fun for us to come in all these here. So maybe people, because they couldn't go for a long time, are coming on the 50th anniversary. And having the annual passes, we can come anytime. We don't have to go on all the rides, just a couple rides. This is a good time to end. It looks like we're going to lose connectivity once we go inside. So it's been nice chatting with you, and we'll see you next time.